Hello, welcome to Bright New Corner Ministry. My name is Cindy Ann Lois Walcott, and we are studying life lessons from the Holy Bible. You don't have to be religious, these lessons are for holistic living. Today's lesson is sort of a commentary, um, but there is also a lesson in it. I basically got chastised for naming the last lesson choosing the person, choosing the one that loves you without giving any proper background information as to why I made that decision. I thought I did, but I was chastised by my senior listeners for just for making a careless statement. So today it's sort of a supportive lesson to lesson the lesson gone about marrying the person that loves you. I will call this lesson choose value over beauty. So this lesson, it's I have to tell you, it's you can find I'm gonna find the evidence to support my statement in many texts. So my great grandaunt used to say that alcohol, music, honey, and beauty can intoxicate us and distract us from value, from real value in a personal anything. And not all that glitters is gold, basically. So where I am going to find the lessons to support this statement and last lesson is in looking at Rachel's character. So we're still studying Jacob's family. So and the two wives he ended up having. So I said Leah had tender eyes, and therefore, in my opinion, Leah loved him, and he loved Rachel because she was beautiful. And I found evidence to support what I said in that he will be probably working all his life to make Rachel happy, whereas Leah is the one that would be working to make him happy. So Rachel's character can be seen in Genesis chapter 30 verses 1 to 2, Genesis chapter 30 verse 8, Genesis chapter 30 verses 14 and 15, Genesis chapter 31 verse 19, Genesis chapter 31 verse 34 and 35. So I'll just tell you a little bit about Rachel. Rachel's beautiful and pleasing to the eyes, and because of that, and based on what my great grandaunt said, that beauty can intoxicate us, Jacob hasn't seen, he's been deceived, truthfully, but he hasn't been able to see the value in Leah as a wife because he's still obsessed with having Rachel, and then he goes on to work 7 more years to obtain her. Now, I'm jumping ahead here in telling you about Rachel's character because there's a lesson to be learned before I get this far along in Genesis, which is going to come up tomorrow. So, Rachel, as now Jacob is living Laban, his father in law, with his family. And before that, though, Rachel has an issue with Leah. She's jealous. And that's in Genesis chapter 30, verse 1 and 2, verses 1 and 2. She's envious. Leah's having kids, she's not having kids, she wants kids. She sends the maiden, she has a kid. Then she goes ahead, Leah's sons brings in a mandrake, she wants the mandrake. They have a little bit of thing there, and basically Leah says, if you want this mandrake, you have to let me have my husband tonight. So she agrees to let Leah have Jacob for a little bit because she wants the mandrake. So she's always getting what she wants, it seems. And in a way, maybe her and Jacob have the same kind of characteristics. I'm not sure, but that's the feel I get. I don't know what you get. She goes ahead now when they're living and she steals her dad's idols. Jacob doesn't know that. She steals her dad idols. Her dad pursues them to get his goods back. And she goes ahead and hides it. And, said to her dad, then she made a lie to her dad so he wouldn't find the stuff with her. She sat and she said, I'm at this time, you know, in a woman's in a woman's cycle, so please forgive me, I can't get up, because she's sitting on the idols. So Jacob hasn't been able to see her character so far. But in one of the texts where he gets a little bit angry with her, in Genesis chapter 30, verse 1 to 2, where she's envious and she's asking him for a baby. And she's nagging at him, and he says, "Am I God that I am the one holding you from having a baby?" So he gets a little bit angry, but he still loves her dearly. There's nothing wrong with loving a beautiful woman or a beautiful, handsome man. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying what my great-grandaunt said, that these things, beauty tend to intoxicate us. We get drawn into beauty that we don't see the value, or we don't see what the person really stands for. We're in awe, and we don't pay any attention to anything else other than what we see right in front of us. We don't try to investigate who this person really is. And that is basically what I was saying when I say marry the one that loves you. Because the person that loves you would not do things like that. And basically her action here got her and her husband in trouble, because she lied, she stole, she lied, she's envious. You know, all the things we consider non-virtuous in a woman. We're seeing it in Rachel. And that's why I'm asking you today to be mindful. When you have a few prospects in front of you, be mindful not to get too drawn in by beauty. We all love beauty. Beauty is captivating to the last one of us. And we all have our ideals. And lots of times, I was told by a professional, lots of times when we make this list of our ideal person, the list goes out the window when a beautiful woman or a handsome man is standing in front of us. We get captivated and drawn into that. All I'm saying is be aware of what is important to you. What are the values you're looking for in another person? So look beyond what you see into what you need. Okay? I hope this was to my friend's satisfaction. I got a good browbeating or chastising for just making an arbitrary statement, what he considered an arbitrary statement. But it's because I've read ahead, and I've been studying this for a long time, and I studied with various groups, so I was able to make it. And I apologize for not being able to give you supportive material earlier. And the reason for that was because there is a lesson now I have to go back in Genesis. I think it's Genesis 29 sorry, 30, the beginning of 30, to revisit. So the lesson I'm going to go back to do would be coming up tomorrow, please God. Do have a wonderful day. Remember to give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. I hope you found this educational. Thank you. Bye-bye.